Today is the 24th day of the 7th month in the 9th year of Channel Group, August 31, 2021. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 천지인 참 부모님께 경배. 바로 Let us recite 가정맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상천국과 천상천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
For the opening prayer, may I request our YSP President of Cavite Chapter, Sister Melanie Guantalia.
Good morning, our dearest Heavenly Parents and true parents, and to all our brothers and sisters. Please join me in my prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parents and most victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, we humbly come to you this morning to offer our sincere time and dedication to know your words. We pray for the protection and good health of our true mother and the true family. We also pray for all our leaders, brothers and sisters to unite with our true mother the best way we can. May our country offer substantially and contribute in the realization of Chunalgok. May we bring joy and comfort in your heart, Father, and continuously serve you as your true sons and daughters with absolute faith, love, and obedience. We hope to receive your guidance this morning as we gather here for our morning devotion, Father. And may we always keep moving forward as we do our individual responsibilities in every field that we are in. Thank you, Father, for your blessings and love. In this I report and pray in my name, Melanie Guantala, daughter of Antonio and Imelda Guantala, Central Blessed Family, Achu.
Let us offer our individual prayer. Okay, brothers and sisters, let us offer morning greetings to our heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning, God, true parents. Good morning to our Chonbo families, to our leaders, to our brothers and sisters. Magandang umaga po. Can you please greet the person beside you? Good morning. Or to those people who are joining in our virtual room, can you please type a message? Good morning to everybody. Kamusta po? On behalf of IAYSP Pilipinas, we are pleased to welcome you all to our morning devotion. Ohayo gozaimasu from Japan. Good morning po from Japan. Okay. And from who are staying in the center, please greet the person beside you. Thank you. Good morning. Anyway po, my name is Mark. I am one of the IAYSP staff of IAYSP Pilipinas, and I will be your host for today. I'm so happy and glad to be here. Thank you so much po. So before we are going to proceed to our morning devotion, I mean to our Hunduka reading, so please be equipped ourselves, prepare our heart and mind to receive new inspiration. But before that, let us all hear the Hunduka reading that will be said to us by the IAYSP President, the Union Chapter, our Sister Blasibel Ramos.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Our reading is from Mother of Peace, Aming More by Hakchahanmu. Chapter 10, The Challenge of Realizing a Heavenly World. I sent my representative to Sao Tome in the spring of 2019, and after he met the president, His Excellency Evaristo Carvalho, the Prime Minister, His Excellency Jorge Bom Jesus, and the President of the National Assembly, His Excellency Delphine Neves, a memorandum of understanding between UPF and the government of Sao Tome was signed. Hearing about Sao Tome's willingness to work together on several key initiatives, I was determined to bless it and lay the foundation for a heavenly nation there. And I announced that I would hold the 2019 Africa Summit and the Hyojong Family Blessing Festival in Sao Tome and Principe. This is a beautiful equatorial island nation in the Gulf of Guinea off the coast of Central Africa. It gained its independence from Portugal in 1975. After we had traveled for more than 40 hours, including two layovers, the government of Sao Tome offered an extraordinary welcome. Cabinet ministers welcomed me warmly at the airport, and the next day, His Excellency President Evaristo Carvalho welcomed me at the Presidential Palace for a private meeting. Following our cordial meeting, the Presidential Honor Guard escorted me to the National Assembly building to open the summit. More than 800 leaders from Sao Tome and throughout Africa were in attendance. The National Assembly had generously offered the use of its premises for the summit and blessing. And by 9 a.m., the main hall and surrounding overflow rooms were full. In addition to His Excellency's President Carvalho, Prime Minister George Boom Jesus, and President of the National Assembly Delphine Neves, there were hundreds of parliamentarians, dozens of government ministers, hundreds of religious leaders, and leaders of civil society, as well as several former heads of state from throughout Africa in attendance. The summit, blessing, and YSP festivals were all broadcast live on national television, and the feedback from the viewers was overwhelmingly positive. The summit began, and after inspiring addresses by current and former heads of state, His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan, former President of Nigeria and the African Chair of the International Summit Council for Peace, introduced me. During my keynote address, I proposed that Sao Tome and Principe work together with me in realizing the model of a heavenly nation. I blessed Sao Tome and Principe as heavenly Sao Tome, a nation blessed by God. Hearing this, the audience cheered. Following my address, President Calvalho expressed his gratitude, sharing his profound appreciation for the various initiatives undertaken in the nation, as well as the vision I had laid out during my address. President Calvalho also expressed a strong desire to forge an even stronger relationship and continue our work over the long term. He was particularly happy to hear the term Heavenly South and even referred to me as Mother Moon. That evening, President Carvalho invited me and other heads of state to a state dinner in a beautiful seaside restaurant reserved for state functions. The gentlemanly President Carvalho guided me as we made our way along the sumptuous buffet, recommending delicious local dishes. I was moved by the sincere desire of Sao Tome government to develop their nation in a polite and principled manner. The following day, all government officers, including the President, the Prime Minister, and the President of the National Assembly, as well as the former heads of state, gathered for the Blessing Festival. It was a beautiful sight to behold. 600 couples, most of them government leaders, religious leaders, and leaders of civil society from throughout South and neighboring Principe, gathered for the blessing. More than 10,000 couples had participated in a preliminary blessing ceremony, and representatives were selected to attend this blessing. I was moved by accounts of couples on the verge of divorce healing their differences and pledging to become ideal families through the blessing. It was a magnificent family festival, and the eagerness of the families could be seen when, at 8 a.m., the venue was full even though the blessing was scheduled for 5 p.m. Several couples had come before dawn. The festive mood in the National Assembly was indeed unique. As the time for the blessing drew closer, the anticipation and eagerness of the couples could be felt. 15 current and former heads of state from throughout Africa were seated on the podium, and I sprinkled holy water on 60 couples representing the realms of government, religion, and civil society. It was a beautiful, solemn occasion. The enthusiastic participation of all three branches of South government, as well as the people meant this was truly a national blessing ceremony. During my blessing prayer, I stated that Sao Tome and Principe had earned the qualification of the first nation to be a model for nation restoration. Jew.
Jew. Okay, brothers and sisters, if you receive that, let's give on to our beloved true mother. Thank you, Blessy, for reading our true mother's autobiography. Truly, our beloved true mother, really working so hard before and up until now. So once again, thank you so much, true mother. So, brothers and sisters, let us proceed to our gratitude point. But before we call the representative for the gratitude or 10 points of gratitude, I would like to give my gratitude points also to all those people who are attending now in our virtual room, at the same time to our Facebook Live. Okay po. And from our chat box, we have here from Dr. Kitel and Mrs. Kitel. Good morning to our national leader, all leaders, blessed couples, and brothers and sisters. Good morning. Wow, to our father and mother. Thank you so much po. Thank you. And to our brothers and sisters po. Good morning po again. So now, we are now going to proceed to our gratitude points. Please help me to welcome um, the hardworking Deputy Secretary General of IAYSP Pilipinas, all the way from Bohol, our Sister Jade Melby Espero.
Hello po, am I audible?
Yes, Jade.
Okay, thank you po. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning, leaders, elders, brothers and sisters. Good morning. So I will be giving my 10 points of gratitude for today. So first, I am grateful for Heavenly Parents for keeping me alive up to this moment. Second, I am very grateful for True Parents for spreading the secrets of the Bible and for giving us the formula to make our Heavenly Parents comfort His heart. And the next, third, I am very grateful for our national leader, Reverend Leo, for always giving us spiritual food every morning. And fourth, I am very grateful for my physical family for letting me do the mission, even though they don't quite agree. And fifth, I am grateful for those people whom I could talk personal matters with. Six, I am grateful for those members doing mission, since because of them, the Providence is really moving forward, really moving fast. And seven, I am very grateful for the struggles that made me learn something new and made me become stronger. And eight, I am grateful for myself for not giving up and always coping. Ninth is I'm very grateful for the peaceful environment I am in. And lastly, I am very grateful for my laptop. Till now, it is helping me fulfill my mission. Thank you po.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ate Jade. Such a beautiful points of gratitude from our sister Janet and Tadenuma. Okay, thank you so much, Jade, for working so hard to National Providence, for working in the IAYSP Pilipinas. So brothers and sisters, we have a lot of things to be grateful for, even though we don't have that kind of things, or we should be grateful. Whether we are in a good situation or not, we should be grateful. Okay, because gratitude or or giving thanks to the things that we don't have is really help to our mental health. Okay, po. So thank you so much, Jade. Once again, let's give her a round of applause, virtual clap, please. Thank you po. All right. I think there you have it. We received already the Hunduki reading, the gratitude points. I think in order for us to prepare more ourselves to hear the guidance of our beloved national leader, let us all hear. In order for us to be entertained, may I call the IAYSP Media and Publication Head from IAYSP Bicol Chapter, our brother Nathan Cruz. Please watch it.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils and snares, I have already gone. has promised good to me. He is worth my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've there blessed days to sing God's praise. Then we've first begun. Thank you.
Wow! Such an angelic voice. Thank you so much, Brother Nathan. Let's give him a virtual clap. Thank you so much po. Okay po. Okay, from Sir Rafael Ablong, very handsome singer with a very angelic and beautiful voice. The next YouTube sensation. Opo, meron po siyang YouTube po, channel po. Maybe you can search on YouTube, the Song Arts Validier. So yun po. Thank you so much, brother, for offering such an angelic voice for all of us, for reminding us that once we are lost, but now we found, we are blind, but now we see because our the true parents. Thank you so much. So now I think everybody is prepared. So brothers and sisters, to our leaders, please join with me to welcome our beloved national leader for the internal guidance po. Please utilize our chat box to give your message and inspiration to each and every one of us. So now, please help me to welcome our hardworking, loving father of Philippines, our beloved Reverend Dr. Leo T. Halo.
Thank you very much, our Brother Mark. First, I would like to greet our Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. To all our beloved leaders, beloved Chanbo families, families and brothers and sisters, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. And thank you very much for, again, joining us in our National Morning Devotion. Thank you to our IAYSP Pilipinas family for hosting today's morning devotion. Yeah, today we're very inspired with that beautiful song that was offered to us by our brother Nathan. Thank you so much. And also for the 10 points of gratitude offered by our sister Jade. Maraming salamat. Yeah, this morning I will going to share with you. I will going to continue with the topic yesterday from True Mother's autobiography. Okay, so I will going to continue with the topic, a flower called sacrifice. Okay, so let's continue. So a Japanese wife gave testimony and shared her heart. So in the autumn of 2018, we held a rally of hope at the Chongqing Peace World Center, an arena with a capacity of 20,000 located in our HJ Chonwon complex, east of Seoul. During a member's testimony session, Keiko Kobayashi, a Japanese wife living in Korea's South Jeolla province with a Korean husband, came to the podium to share her heart. In 1998, she said, while living a comfortable life as a public official in Japan, she applied for the matching and was matched and then blessed in marriage to a Korean man. She moved to Korea, expecting that they would live happily as newlyweds. However, Her hopes for happiness were dashed because her husband suffered from epilepsy. Although he was usually calm, when under stress, he was prone to epileptic fits. He grew lethargic and became indifferent about life in general. Nothing could inspire him. So, mother was sharing about the testimony of a Japanese wife, sharing her heart. She was a public official already in Japan, and then, she joined the matching, and then she was matched and then blessed to a Korean man. And then she was expecting, also to live a happy life, in Korea. But what happens? Her spouse is experiencing epilepsy, and then slowly going down her health. His health is deteriorating, and become very difficult. Nothing could inspire him, according to mother here. So when we join the matching, really we do not know, right, whom we are going to be matched from, what country, what nationality, So this is really what really total self-sacrifice, really sacrificing oneself. So when we join the matching, so this is the story of our sister Keiko Kobayashi from Japan. So mother said she clung to God, prayed to him, and turned her ears toward heaven. So Keiko thought seriously about ending the marriage and returning to Japan. But first, she decided to put her mind at ease by traveling to our Chongpyeong Training Center to offer a week of prayer and devotions before making her final decision. She had already had many good experiences at this center, participating in workshops with hundreds of members from Korea, Japan, and around the world. For several days, she clung to God, prayed to him, and turned her ears toward heaven. God heard her prayer and spoke to her, "My beloved daughter, just as I love you as my daughter, I love your husband as my son. Can you not take care of him on my behalf, as my poor son whose body is weak and who is living in loneliness?" So, really, before making a decision, it's not easy, being matched to a spouse in this kind of situation. So, our sister Keiko, seriously, thinking of, ending the marriage and returning to Japan. But, what's good, before making that decision, first she went to Chongpyeong. And then, she spent a week of prayer and, offering her devotion before making a final decision. So already she had a lot of experiences in Chongpyeong, according to True Mother. And then she spent her week, several days she stayed in Chongpyeong, and then she just focused and then really just clung to our Heavenly Parent, Mother said, and then prayed to him and turned her ears toward heaven. So, and then what happens? Miracle, happened. So Mother said, God heard her prayer, and then he spoke to her, and then she heard a voice of a Heavenly Parent, and then that Heavenly Parent saying that, "My beloved daughter, just as I love you as my daughter, I love your husband as my son." And then Heavenly Parent told her, "Can you not take care of him on my behalf, as my poor son whose body is weak and who is living in loneliness?" Truly, when we, cling to our Heavenly Parent, we offered serious prayer, and we really talk to our Heavenly Parent. We open our ears towards heaven, then for sure, Heavenly Parent will going to speak to us if we have the earnest heart. So really, this is an amazing miracle that happened, right? So sometimes in our life, we have so many challenges and difficulties. Sometimes we cannot, we don't know where to find the answers, right? We ask, many people, what is the solution? But, we have to really seriously offer devotion and really just focus to our Heavenly Parent. Try to, empty ourselves and really open our heart, right? Open our ears towards Heavenly Parent, and then for sure, Heavenly Parents will going to speak to us. Aju, this is how miracles happen. Depends on, we are the ones actually making miracles in our life. So, with this situation, we couldn't experience this kind of situation as serious as this, right? So our sister, really cling to Heavenly Parent. Offer, a week, really several days, just talking to our Heavenly Parent. Open her heart completely, her ears, and then immediately or suddenly, through her devotion, then miracles took place. Heavenly Parent talked to her, right? And then, really, Heavenly Parent is asking her to take care of her son, because also Heavenly Parent loves, loves uh, her husband, Heavenly Parent's son, as how Heavenly Parents love her, loves all of us. So because of this, so what happened? So this is the request of our Heavenly Parent. That's why when we have difficulties in our life, we have to really know what exactly Heavenly Parent wants. So our devotion, very, very important. Right? Of course, we are very far from Korea. We cannot just easily go to Chongpyong, right? But in our prayer room, in our homes, in our centers, just really offer sincere devotion and really open our heart. Then Heavenly Parents will show us how to overcome any situations, right? And then what is really Heavenly Parents' desire. So this is really, really important. We can learn from this experience of our sister, that really Heavenly Parent, is always with us and always guiding us in our life. Aju, we just need to be the ones to kneel down and really humbly open our hearts and really ask for Heavenly Parents to what intervene and really show to us what is the best way, where's the best way for us to go, and then what is the best thing for us to do. For sure, Heavenly Parents will come down and really show us the way. Aju. So True Mother said she opened her heart to her husband and learned to love him. So after that, experience in Chongpyong, so what happened? So Mother said, hearing this, she said she broke down in tears of repentance and sincerely asked God for forgiveness. She returned home, opened her heart to her husband, and learned to love him. Soon thereafter, God rewarded her by giving them a lovely son, and changes began taking place in her husband. His health improved. He was able to get a job, and the family stabilized. Now they are living happily together, raising 5 sons and daughters. This is what Keiko shared with the audience. Truly very inspiring. This really shows how really Heavenly Parent really guided and really be with her. Really, it shows that Heavenly Parent is alive, right? Heavenly Parents knows exactly what is our situation. This time, especially a lot of challenges and difficulties we are experiencing our blessed families. We do not know what kind of experiences our blessed families now. Our own families are experiencing this time. Only Heavenly Parents knows, right? But really, if we really cling to our Heavenly Parent, we really open our heart and really humbly ask Heavenly Parents to really show us the way, guide us, and really offer our devotion. For sure, without fail, Heavenly Parents will come down and really show us the way and really guide our life. For sure, we can overcome. Aju. So this is how can we come to this point sa buhay natin when we are experiencing difficulties. Instead of complaining, or pointing fingers to other people, sometimes this is the character, the attitude of fallen human beings. Of course, we receive already the blessing, already we change our blood lineage to Heavenly Parent, but still a lot of fallen natures we have. So once we eliminate and really go the way Heaven wanted, for sure Heavenly Parents can come down and really help us overcome any difficulties, any situations in our life. Aju? That's why if we just really open our heart, open our mind, Heavenly Parents will really going to work with us and really show us the way and will going to help us overcome. Aju, can you imagine this great miracle? So this is really not easy. So we could learn from this testimony how Heavenly Parent really is always with us and for sure guiding us all the way in our life. If we just have the right attitude, right? And then really offer our devotion. So because of this experience, our sister Keiko-san, broke down into tears of repentance and sincerely asked Heavenly Parents for forgiveness. That's why, how can we, reach this point also in our life? Sometimes many difficulties, but through this, Heavenly Parents is actually helping us to realize something and really, open our hearts and really ask for forgiveness seriously, right? And really have the heart of, really seriously repenting and really humbly, offering our life to our Heavenly Parent. And then that is the way, once we reach that level, then Heavenly Parents will surely come down as you and really help us and overcome any situations in our life. Truly, this is a great miracle that happened because of our sister Keiko's devotion and heart, right? This is the most important. Heavenly Parents works and really make miracle in our life depends on what kind of heart we have, depends on what kind of devotion we offer, right? Miracles will not just happen. We are the ones making miracle. Depends on our attitude, depends on our heart, our devotion. Aju, so we can really learn so much from this. Mother said they testified that their life is dedicated to God's will. A few days after that rally, I convened a meeting at Chongpyeong with more than 4,000 Japanese wives of Korean husbands. They had gathered from all parts of Korea. I gave small presents to those among them who, as luck would have it, had their birthday on that day. I asked them if they had ever received a birthday gift from their husbands. Most of them answered that they did not celebrate birthdays at all because they were too busy with the strenuous task of making a living in rural areas. Yet not one of them was discontented. They testified that their lives were dedicated to God's will and that when they face difficulties, their bond with true parents strengthens them. Truly amazing, the testimonies of our brothers and sisters. Also, we have also, I think, more than 5,000 Filipino brothers and sisters or sisters in Korea living with Korean husbands, right? Truly amazing, the sacrifice of our brothers and sisters. Also, especially our Japanese brothers and sisters, the Japanese wives. So True Mother, after that event, True Mother convened a meeting and met these, around 4,000 Japanese wives in Korea. Can you imagine their sacrifice? Really marrying their enemy, really, literally marrying their enemy. So they sacrificed their life, their beautiful life also in Japan, right? To go to Korea and really support true parents. Truly amazing how much really our true parents love our, Japanese wives, all the wives in Korea, including our Filipino brothers and sisters there who have sacrificed. So, True Mother, gave them present, itong mga Japanese po na nag-gather, and then they never received a gift during their birthdays. So True Mother, that time, I think we watched that time, napanood natin yon. True Mother gathered and then True Mother called those who are celebrating birthdays during that day. They were so lucky. They received a gift from True Mother. And then they said that they never received gift from their husbands. So, but despite that, most important, sabi True Mother dito, yet not one of them was discontented despite the difficulties of life, marrying their enemy in Korea. And then, na-focus lang sila sa a lot of work in Korea, continuously a lot of work, people are there. So even them, especially those who are living in rural areas, in the countryside, they're very busy doing farming work or other things. But sabi ni True Mother, yet not one of them was discontented. They really, went to Korea, sacrificed for, solely dedicated to our Heavenly Parent, for the fulfillment of Heavenly Parent's will. And that when they face difficulties, sabi ni Mother, their bond with true parents strengthens them. Can you imagine? What? They have only one purpose of going to Korea, marrying Korean, only for the fulfillment of God's will. And then whenever they face difficulties, they said that their bond with true parents strengthens them. Can you imagine how much our true parents, our true mother was moved with their life testimonies? Can you imagine when we have this kind of life, living, with this kind of devotion, how much heaven will pour out blessings to us, to our families, right? But sometimes, because of difficulties, people tend to complain and, they forget already the original purpose, why they joined the blessing, why they joined the matching, why they are living this life, But if we keep, a life of, gratitude, truly, without discontentment, despite the difficulties, then can you imagine how much heaven will pour out blessing to your family, to our families? That's why the most important is our attitude in times of difficulties. More than anything, how can we see, God work? Kaya napaka-importante po how we keep, a heart of gratitude. Kaya nga every day, every morning, we are listening from the heart of, gratitude points of our brothers and sisters. Kasi ito po yung pinaka-importante, how important this is. What kind of life we have now? Anong buhay meron po tayo ngayon? It depends on how we deal with life situation every day. Are we grateful in our life, or are we full? Are we living our life full of complaints? Depends on us. How Heavenly Parent pour His blessing. Nakadepende po yun sa atin. That's why through this testimony of our sister, we can really learn, right? Truly living a life of gratitude. And then really making Heavenly Parent really our priority sa buhay natin. Whatever challenges and difficulties, we can surely overcome. Aju? True Mother said, they sacrificed themselves as representatives of their nation. So I treasure these women all the more because they endured and sacrificed themselves as representatives of their nation. They gathered in Seoul in 2019 to pay respects to the spirit of Ryu Gansun, a girl of 18 who, in 1920, gave her life as a martyr in protest of the Japanese occupation of Korea. Our Japanese sisters gathered in their kimonos to pray for this young woman martyr for independence and to ask for forgiveness on behalf of Japan. So why the Japanese nation, continuously, progressing, is still, standing strong? It is because of our beloved Japanese brothers and sisters, who have sacrificed truly. Wherever, you go, there are Japanese missionaries, truly our Japanese members. How much they are really the ones literally saved the nation of Japan. Of course, still a lot of people in Japan, they don't know true parents, they're not members, but these people were saved because of our Japanese members, right? And then, those who are in Korea, Mother said that in 2019, they gathered, and actually not only in 2019, continuously they are, I think every year they are praying for, especially Ryu Ganson, and then really asking for forgiveness, asking for forgiveness in behalf of Japan. They're asking for forgiveness that Japan can be forgiven because of what Japan have done to Korea, to our Korean brothers and sisters. So because of them, right? So Japan and Korea could, become again, the relationship could be recovered because of our beloved brothers and sisters, especially the Japanese wives who have been sacrificing for long years in Korea, right? Really completely deny themselves and really serve, their parents-in-law, serve their parents' husband. Can you imagine? That's why how can Heavenly Parent will not pour blessings to Japan? How can Heavenly Parent will not pour, blessings to our, beloved brothers and sisters, to their families, with this kind of, attitude and character they have, our Japanese wives who went to Korea. Truly amazing, right? So we can really learn how each one of us can receive heavenly blessing, right? How each one of us can receive heavenly fortune. Truly, our attitude of, always filled, our heart is always filled with gratitude and always, asking for forgiveness. And then this kind of attitude, as our Japanese brothers and sisters, Japanese wives have done. So that's why this time, how much bless Japan, right? And then how much bless their families because of their character, their attitude. So we are really learning, right? So because of their sacrifice, really once you sacrifice, They really sacrifice themselves for the sake of their nation. So Heavenly Parents could pour a blessing and also give forgiveness to Japan, and then pour tremendous blessing to Japan. Aju. So Mother said, happiness does not come to us when we have everything. So happiness does not come to us when we have everything. It comes mysteriously when we have seemingly lost everything, yet still feel gratitude. When a woman marries a man with a disability or who is of different religious background or racial minority, that is where God can work miracles. True love transcends historical divisions that resulted from sin and allows happiness and heavenly fortune to find a home. The blessed marriage tradition places true love above considerations of appearance and social status. A person who develops true character and a warm heart will make a good spouse. When you meet such a person and give him or her all your love, yours becomes a worthy life indeed. Truly amazing. I was really inspired and really moved with these words of our true mother. It is true that, Mother said, happiness does not come to us when we have everything. Many people, they have everything, but they are not happy in their life. Still, many people who are committing suicide, they have everything in life. External things, they have a lot of money, they have everything. No need to mention. But still, they are not happy. So what is the reason? So sabi ni True Mother dito, happiness does not come to us when we have everything. That's why, people, they're busy making for a living, they want to have everything in life, but actually this is not the ones that make people happy. Mother said, happiness comes mysteriously when we have seemingly lost everything, yet still we feel grateful. That's why how important to have a grateful heart. Na parang wala ka na nga lahat, nasa iyo na lahat, yung reason para mag-complain, para manisi, or to point fingers to others, in this kind of situation, but you didn't do that. But still, you live life of gratitude. Then, that is the time that happiness can come to you. Aju, this is truly amazing. Mother said, when a woman marries a man with a disability, or who is of a different religious background or racial minority, that is where God can work miracles. Kaya nga through the blessing, through the matching na pinagdadaanan natin, of course, only very few people, marry someone with disability. But sabi ni True Mother, through this situation, that is where God can work miracles. So people, who has really a big heart and embraces this kind of, difficulties of their spouse. And then, sabi ni Mother dito, people who marry people from different religious backgrounds or racial minority, that is where God can work miracles. Kaya nga through the matching, through the blessing, we marry someone who is completely different from us, right? Like someone that is very difficult to love, lalong-lalo na yung may mga physical disabilities. But actually, through that, once a person embraces that kind of situation, that is where God can work miracles. That is where God can pour out blessings and heavenly fortune. Aju, really amazing. Mother said, true love transcends historical divisions that resulted from sin and allows happiness and heavenly fortune to find a home. So the blessed marriage tradition placed true love above considerations of appearance and social status. This is truly, just joining the matching alone. Actually, this is already expression of true love, expression of sacrifice. That's why those, who join the matching, already you have contributed. Already you have shown what kind of faith and love to Heavenly Parent and true parents you have. That's why brothers and sisters are joining matching. This is actually actual showing of absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. Those who are joining the matching. Completely, you are like, neglecting your own desire. Choosing of someone, those who have joined the matching already, you have shown to Heavenly Parent and true parents your faith, your absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. So how come that Heavenly Parents will not pour out blessing to you? Aju? That's why this is already, literal showing of absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience to Heavenly Parents. You forget your own self. This is truly, self-denial, absolute self-denial. Kaya nga, kahit ano pa po sabihin natin, I am faithful, ganito, ganyan, but really, we will see for young and single members, where to be seen talaga yung actual na absolute faith, absolute love, absolute obedience natin. If you, even sa pag-aasawa natin, you let the Heavenly Parent choose for you. Adyo? So, what is most important? This is very important for us to understand. Sabi ni True Mother dito. A person who develops true character and a warm heart will make a good spouse. That's why, actually, it's not about whom to be matched, whom you will be matched, whom you will be married. It's not about that. But it's about who you are. What kind of character you have developed before joining the matching, before joining the blessing, before meeting someone from any place. It's because, of us. It's, our character, what kind of character we have developed before joining the matching. Kaya nga tayo nag-undergo ng training. Can you imagine, sabi ni True Mother dito, a person who develops true character and a warm heart will make a good spouse. Kaya nga hindi po yan nakadepende. Kailangan ganito ang mamatch sa akin, ganito. Not actually about that, but who you are, how much you develop yourselves. When I was also preparing for the matching, my worry that time is, can my spouse, yung mamamatch ba sa akin, matatanggap kaya ako? This is my mindset. That's why whoever will be matched to me. Also, when I join the matching, when I prepare for the matching, whoever. My worry is not who will be matched to me. That is not my worry. My worry is, will the person who will be matched to me can, accept who am I? What kind of person I am? That this kind of character that I have? This is my worry. That's why sa matching po, ang worry natin hindi kung sino ang mamamatch sa atin. Pag ang worry natin kung sino ang mamamatch sa atin, that is already very wrong concept. Meaning, really very wrong. If you are thinking of who will be matched to you, dapat ganito yung mamamatch sa akin, meron pa tayo minsan, kailangan ganito, ganyan, meron pa tayong anong tawag po doon, parang meron tayong mga basihan. This is not the way of this matching and blessing that true parents have opened for us. This great blessing that was given to us. Adju? That's why many people, they have chosen their spouse, they are not happy in their life. After 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So that's why, really, we have to really completely let Heavenly Parent. Adju? That's why really showing our absolute faith, absolute love, absolute obedience, actually through the matching. That is like everything you let Heavenly Parent guide your life. That's why our young brothers and sisters, please prepare well, right? Don't think of whom to be matched, whom will become your spouse, whether you will be matched to Filipino member or from no matter what, we can see the amazing, testimonies of our brothers and sisters, not only international couples, even Filipino local couples. How beautiful their children are, right? All our children, they are the children of true parents. Whether you are international couple or not, you can see our children, they are really the children of true parents. We are only caretaker. That's why this point is very, very important for us to understand, especially for our young brothers and sisters now who are preparing for matching and blessing. Please do not think, sometimes we are thinking, because I graduated college, I have my master's degree, I have my doctorate degree, I should be matched to this kind of person. That is not the way, right? Once you join the matching and really you want to receive the blessing, you have to completely forget yourself. You have to show your absolute faith, love, and obedience to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. That's the only way for Heavenly Parent to bless you. God will surely give you the best person that you can live with your whole life, that you can live with and build an ideal family. Adju? That's why please let Heavenly Parent. Adju? Don't worry. Don't worry, my brothers and sisters. Please do your best, work hard, and prepare for the blessing from Heavenly Parent and from true parents. Please prepare well yourself to become the best person for your spouse. Adju? This is what we are preparing for, that your spouse later on will be proud of you. I'm really proud because I was matched to this kind of person. So let's make ourselves really the best person that Heavenly Parents wanted. Adju? Let's really develop. Sabi ni True Mother dito, A person who develops true character and a warm heart will make a good spouse. You will be the ones who will going to make what kind of spouse you wanted. Yung dream, yung sometimes meron tayong ideal man, ideal woman. Actually, you will be the one who will going to make your wife ideal wife, or you make your husband ideal husband. It is you that will going to make them. Aju, this is truly amazing. Who has this kind of concept? Only true parents. These will be the ones that will going to transform this world and make this world kingdom of heaven. This kind of mindset, this true living for the sake of others. Aju, wow, amazing. So Mother said, when you meet such a person and give him or her all your love, yours becomes a worthy life indeed. Aju, truly amazing, the guidance of our true Mother. So Mother said, the blessing is the most sacred and precious event in human history. So the marriage blessing ceremony of the Unification Church movement is the most sacred and precious event in human history. Why? It is because the blessing imparts Heavenly Parents' spiritual reality and allows a man and a woman to embody it as one flesh. It is the veritable marriage supper of the Lamb, of which the Bible speaks. Our larger blessing ceremonies gather tens of thousands of couples, but there have been some with just 3 or 4, and once in a while, my husband and I have blessed just one couple. Thousands of our representative blessed central families in Korea and throughout the world have also officiated blessing ceremonies. So that's why, really, Mother said this is the most sacred and precious event in human history. That's why true parents multiplied themselves. Now many blessed families also we are now officiating the blessing in behalf of true parents. So we have to give the blessing to all humanity, all people of the world, right? This is because this is the most precious. All humanity, all God's children should receive the blessing. Aju? So that's why this is the most precious and most secret. Sabi ni Mother, why? Because it is the blessing imparts Heavenly Parents' spiritual reality and allows a man and a woman to embody it as one flesh. Aju, that's why the blessing is so precious. That's why tayo po, mga blessed families, so precious. We are, each one of us. Why? Because Heavenly Parents, spiritual reality is imparted to us. We have embodied and then we become one flesh. We became the complete, embodiment of Heavenly Parent. Can you imagine though, each one of us, the central families who are here listening, or even those who are not listening, we are, the embodiment of our Heavenly Parent. How precious we are. Aju? That's why all people needs to receive the blessing. That's why we are, continuously doing through our mission of Heavenly Tribal Messiah. That's why through this path of becoming Chonbo, we have to bless, not, a minimum 430 families. And then also we bless our ancestors. No one really is left behind. So true parents is working very hard, both in the physical world and spiritual world, until all people in the physical world will be blessed, and then all people in the spiritual world will receive the blessing. Aju, and then everyone can become the embodiment of our Heavenly Parent. Aju, truly amazing. So Mother said that they overcome differences in language and lifestyle. So millions of couples have received the marriage blessing. You will find these blessed families in every country. Couples composed of a Korean groom and Japanese bride, an American groom and German bride, a Senegalese groom and a Filipino bride, all live in happiness. They overcome differences in language and lifestyle. The foundation for this in the vows that blessed couples make during the blessing ceremony, that the husband and the wife will share true love and live in accordance with God's will. Truly amazing, I'm imagining that one day, maybe soon, ang dami nating mga pinapanood po na documentary. I believe one day, maybe very soon, mga media companies, they will come to us. And then tayo na, through this work of true parents, through the marriage blessing, they will going to make a lot of documentaries for this, showing all these, interracial families who are living very happy life of 3 generations, of 4 generations. Really one day, very soon, media companies will come to us. They will going to make documentary This is substantial. This is substantial, the work of true parents. That's why we have to be very proud as the central families, even though we are experiencing a lot of challenges and difficulties, right? Still, we are lacking of many things in our life, but we have the best thing in life, the blessing. There's no more precious than this. We have the best, that all humanity is actually longing for. True parents have given us, heavenly parents have given us, so we have to stand proud and really, show to the world how beautiful to become a blessed family. How beautiful to have our, see our grown-up children. We have to show to the world. Once the world will see this, witnessing will become natural. We don't need anymore to go house to house, barangay by barangay. Really, one day, I'm imagining one day it's going to happen. That really, it will be the world that will going to show how amazing the work of our true parents. Transforming societies, that will transform our nation, that will transform the world. It will surely happen. Aju, it depends on us when this will going to happen. That's why everything now is in our hands. How we fulfill our responsibility. Aju, it will surely happen. We don't know how many years from now, but it depends on us. Aju, that later on, all media companies, it will be televised in all over the world. That all people will going to learn and really watch, and then all people will come to us. Naturally, they want to receive the blessing from true parents and really build beautiful families like our families now, all our blessed families. Aju, it will surely happen. So let's really work together, hand in hand with our true parents, with our true mother now on earth. No matter what difficulties, brothers and sisters, let's overcome and let's maintain a heart of gratitude. Through this, heavenly parents can work with us and come down and help us overcome all difficulties. Aju, this is not a theory. This is reality. Already, I think many of us, many of you already experienced a lot of, testimonies already in life. So let's continue to march forward until the day that heavenly parents and true parents' dream can be realized on earth. So all of us, the central families, we are playing a very important role in making this happen, in making Kingdom of Heaven a reality. Aju, so I really thank you, my beloved brothers and sisters, all our Chonbo blessed families. Thank you so much for all your sacrifices for long years until this time. Heavenly parents will surely bless you, your family, your children, your generations, all the generations to come. Aju, really thank you very much to our beloved true parents, our beloved true mother, for this amazing guidance again today. Let's offer our gratitude to our heavenly parents and true parents once again. Thank you so much for joining again our Humbuke. We heavenly parents, love and blessings be always upon you and your families. Thank you so much.
Wow. My respect and gratitude to our national leader. Let's give him a virtual clap, please. Thank you, Sir LA, for such a wonderful and relevant message to each and every one of us, especially those young youth leaders and our brothers and sisters who are not yet much, but still on the process. It's really relevant to all of us. In our guidance, our national leader emphasizes the importance of matching and blessing. So I want to repeat to all of you the message of our beloved true mother to us, what the blessing is the most sacred and precious event in human being. Why? According to our beloved true mother, it is because the blessing imparts heavenly parents' spiritual reality and allows man and woman to become one. So it is really our purpose. So as a man and as a woman, we need to really fulfill our responsibility as heavenly sons and daughters of our parents, which is our heavenly parents. So once again, Sir LA, thank you po. Maraming salamat po. Let's give him a virtual clap, please. Thank you po. And I think we received so much guidance. And let us hear the inspiration and the insights of our young members, our brothers and sisters. And I would like to call upon from the core member of IAYSP Palawan chapter, our sister Shena Kayla M. Francisco.
Good morning po. Narinig po ba ako?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. Okay. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning, brothers and sisters. My reflection about po sa guidance ni Sir LA is truly we sa I am a first generation po. So sa pag-receive po ng blessing po talaga is hindi po siya napakadaling ma-receive po siya ganun po. Like kailangan po natin magdaan ng maraming difficulties at mga pagsubok po talaga sa buhay na after po makareceive ng blessing po. So, sa ngayon po, hindi pa po yan honestly po, hindi po talaga siya pumapasok po talaga sa mind ko po na yun nga po, yung sa pag-receive po ng blessing. But through the guidance po ng national leader po natin, all of us, we young people po, of course po, we need po talaga na mag-receive ng blessing para po talaga sa mag-build po ng peace po talaga dito sa physical world po, which is po yun po talaga yung goal po ng true parents po natin. So, bago po tayo makareceive po is like, even nakareceive po na tayo, hindi po yung buhay natin is magiging madali po because hindi po tayo kumaga yung spouse mo po, hindi po natin siya kilala, hindi po natin na-meet po ni minsan. So, yung magiging siyempre po magiging struggles po tayo doon, makakaranas po tayo ng, kumbaga po is like, yung language po natin is hindi po talaga, kasi po sa language po talaga, hindi po nagkakaintindihan, ganun po. But, yung faith po natin, kapag establish po talaga yung faith natin kay Heavenly Parents and True Parents, kumbaga marirealize po natin, kahit hindi po tayo marunong mag-Japanese or mag-English po, by heart po, may intindihan po natin sila. Like po, in Japanese person po, ako po is, hindi po ako talaga marunong makapag-intindi ng Japanese po. And I experienced living also right now. I'm living also with a Japanese person po, but like kahit hindi ko po siya naintindihan, but when I use my heart po, yung mga sinasabi niya po is parang naiintindihan ko na po siya. When she is talking, yung mga sinasabi niya or yung mga gusto niya pong sabihin sa akin is like naiintindihan ko po yun kahit hindi po ako marunong mag-Japanese, although may mga alam din po ako na konti po. So, ganun po. It is like also the sacrifice. Marami po kasi siyang mga barriers na ideal na mostly po sa economy or character po ng person, ganun po. So, for me, by next year also, planning also to apply matching. I'm getting ready also for myself. Also po, hindi rin po ako mag-iisip na, yung iniisip ko rin po ngayon is yung kung matatanggap po ba ako ng person po ba na yun, my character po, ganun po. Hindi ko po iniisip kung ano po yung magiging physical features niya po, kung ano po yung like, ideal, yun nga po yung sinasabi po nila ngayon na ideal man. Yun po, yung iniisip ko po ngayon is how we become an ideal family po, ganun po yung mga iniisip ko ngayon. So gusto ko po siyang i-substantialize po after I receive the blessing. And right now po is nagti-21 days DP seminar po kami. Then napakarami rin po namin natutunan doon after po doon sa tungkol po doon sa True Friends Life course po at saka po doon sa pagre-receive po ng blessing po talaga is hindi po talaga napakadali. So my determination po is also establish my faith to Heavenly Parent and also have hope always to build one family under God in this world po. Thank you po.
Wow, such a pure heart. Thank you so much, Sister Shena. Let's give her a virtual clap, please. Thank you for sharing your heart to us and your determination. So at your young age, you know already the teaching of true parents on how to really be able to be accepted by heaven, not just only doing the best na we will do every day, but also thinking about true parents' will. Aju, so thank you, ate. So, meron po nag-message po sa akin, he wants to volunteer po, and also one of the participants in our virtual room, he raised his hand. So, but forgive me please, I would like to, I think this person, I think she really inspired. I want to really call her first po, sorry po, elder brothers, sorry po. And I'd like to call the name, the hardworking IAYSP Secretary General of IAYSP Pilipinas, no other than Sister Nikki Jerusalem.
Yes, thank you very much, Mark. Brief lang po yung reflection ko so that others can still have the time. First and foremost, I would like to thank our national leader, Dr. Leo Angelo Tihalog, Sir LA. Thank you for your guidance and also for the message today entitled A Flower Called Sacrifice. So actually there are three things that I get from the message. So first, there's a story about the Japanese wife who was struggling how she could live her life together with her disabled husband. And I think that is the heart that gives and continues to gives and expect nothing in return. And I think that is the heart of true love that our two parents have taught us. Indeed, the power of the blessing, the power of the marriage blessing, which is the greatest grace that we have received from our true parents, is indeed that magical. And as for me, as someone who is not blessed yet, I think that is also a heart that I must continue to look up to, and how I could be able also to inherit that kind of love. And I think that's very difficult to do so. But I think that is a challenge for everyone, that there may be unexpected circumstances that later on we can encounter in our life, and maybe we don't know that we might be one of them. And I think that is a great lesson, especially for young members like me who are also listening this time, how could be able to also inherit that kind of heart, that really heart of true love. And second, how to wear a heart that loves unconditionally. There's also a second example of a Japanese woman, how she sacrificed her life, being a blessing to her country. And I think that is also how true parents always emphasize the importance of young people taking responsibility in their country. And as for me as a young member, I think that kind of heart, how I could be able also to really contribute something to my nation, and how I could be able to also sacrifice myself for the sake of my nation. I think that's also one very important thing. And lastly, how I could be able to wear that heart that expect nothing in return. I think this is the lesson that eventually I always get from all the blessing webinars or seminars that I have attended, how could be able to wear a heart of true love that expect nothing in return, especially in the process of matching and blessing. And as I'm going through this process as well this time, I realized that really the blessing is not easy, but this is the blessing, or this is the path that everyone must take, most especially for people like us who have been called. And to wear this kind of heart, to expect nothing in return, is, I think, really a great challenge. However, it's possible, since Many of our elders already have proven this. So just last August 25th, we've celebrated the blessing anniversary of the 30,000 and the 360,000 couples. And we've also witnessed a lot of testimonies and also experiences from our elder members and elder blessed families, how they have been able to really get through in the life of being a blessed family. And I think that's really very inspiring. And yeah, through the message that we have received this morning, I think my conclusion is that when in the message that says that happiness does not come to us when we have everything, but it comes mysteriously when we have seemingly lost everything yet still feel gratitude. So I think this is the call and also the challenge that everyone can feel grateful when things go easy or when things go smoothly. However, when things doesn't seem to go the way we wanted it to be, I think that's the hardest part, but still could feel grateful, and I think that's an amazing thing. And I think that's also a thing that we can apply when we are in the marriage blessing process. And also that's one thing that I'm really also looking forward to, how I could be able to really make myself be a partner that my partner could be proud of, not just in means of any external things, but most importantly, how I could be able to wear a heart of true love. And I think that's all I can say. Thank you very much po.
Wow, thank you to our sister Nikki. Let's give her a virtual clap. Thank you for such an inspirational words and message to every one of us, how you really fight for the blessing and your hard work every day. Thank you so much, Ate. So yeah, I think po it's too early pa. I think the time check is 7:19. So I would like to call this person po. He asked me to ano po, volunteer, I mean, magbigay po ng reflection. So please help me to welcome po our NLTP Director, Sir Francis Lawrence Nolasco po. Welcome po.
Hello po, our loving Heavenly Parents and true parents. Good morning, and good morning po to all our beloved leaders, especially to our national leader. This time, always giving every day the guidance, actually, and to all the members and elders and blessed family. Good morning po to all. Actually, I want always to reflect every time I hear the hunduke of our national leader, but I cannot do that one every day. And today, this time po, I cannot control myself to reflect again because it's so really nice and so much amazing guidance from our true parents through our national leader about this matching and blessing. I want to share my experience and my reflection about this topic po in Hunduke. In the first day and in the part po today. So by the way po, in my reflection and in realization and experience about matching, even before when I was a member, I am a member po and studying there in IPLC, and I was in the front line. Very great po ako sa mga na-experience ko dahil sa training. Actually, my reflection is all about also how I could really I realized this time that the training before is very important before to join the matching. And this is very true because even according to our true parents, I realized that the 3.5 or 3.5 years or 7 years formula course is very important to really understand the heart of heavenly parents and true parents. Because for me, if I understand the heart of heavenly parents and true parents, I think the matching will become really great and especially the blessing. So that's why even this time po, I am every day reflecting that when if I receive in matching it or I join the matching. So during that time na mag-join po ako ng matching, I told to myself that through according also to the powerful guidance of our national leader, it should be whoever will be matched to me. I need to accept that one. That's why for the reflection of our blessed family is really very great for us as a young members now, young generation, that we could really understand more the heart of our blessed families and brothers and sisters and leaders. So when I joined the matching, I have that kind of determination with no concept po that to reject whoever will be matched to me. Because during that time when I was there, when I am there in the front line, that kind of heart that I feel of the heart of Heavenly Parents, when I receive the persecution and rejection, I reflect, this is how Heavenly Parents and true parents rejected also and feel that kind of heart nung pag nare-reject po ako sa front line there sa fundraising and even in witnessing. So during that time, sabi ko, this is I think my preparation, and I realized that this is my preparation. If I will join the matching and I will receive my future spouse, I don't have any rights to reject whoever will be matched to me. Instead, my mindset, di baling ako na lang po yung reject. Wag lang ako ang man-reject because of that kind of heart that I understand in the front line. So when I joined that matching, that kind of determination, when I receive my matching, I feel so much very grateful to Heavenly Parents because it's true. For whatsoever your heart when you want to join the matching, pag may reservation ka po, I realize this one. If I have my reservation, I think I will never receive the best woman in my life that Heavenly Parents want to give to me because I have my reservation. So, but it never happened po yon. Dahil when I joined the matching nga po, because I am willing to accept anyone as long as that one is a woman and can really understand the heart of Heavenly Parents and true parents, I will accept that one. So God give me that kind of woman, so that kind of sister. So now I'm reflecting after that. If I didn't join the training, that's why I realize until now and reflect, especially for the young members this time that they are very inspired to join matching and blessing. I wish that it's not only inspiration, but it's all about the heart. That even me until this time, yun lang po yung pinanghawakan ko, the heart that I understand why I need to receive the blessing. So no, when I receive the matching, already the answer in the matching, I prepare myself for the blessing. So for this blessing, I know this is a great responsibility, that another level of my growing again when I receive the blessing. So when I receive the blessing, my heart is really again amazed because this blessing, I know that this is what I promised to Heavenly Parents during that time, that those time that I cry in the front line, I cry those time that I am there in the training, in the moment of my life there in the training. Now I cry so much because Heavenly Parents, I want to comfort you, the heart of true parents. So give me chance to prove to you that I can really do more. So if I receive the blessing from you, I will really do more. I will offer my life. I will really continue. I will really pursue this kind of determination. So that's why until now I am here po with my wife, and I was blessed already with the Albanian sister. That the name is Italia. So we are now here. We are now starting family already, and now we are doing mission together. And our determination always the same. That no matter what, mission is mission. We always have that kind of public mind, public heart. Because also my as what I observe and reflect to my wife, also the same. When I am in the front line, she is in the front line. When I'm doing undergoing training, also my wife is in the training. So I met the movement 2011 2010, but I pursue already to almost when I decided to fully accepted that I will join the movement 2011 already. So almost 2011. So that's why during that time, me and my wife is the same year that we are witness. So if I saw that kind of incidents, I think this is destiny. So I reflect, this is the destiny of Heavenly Parents to me, that I need to really meet true parents. Because also of my family background, I think when I reflect there in the front line, also yun po yung pinanghawakan ko when I received that kind of suffering in my training. That this suffering, Heavenly Parents, I am willing to accept this suffering because in my life, I know that this is my indemnity. This is the life that I should really indemnify, na yung pinagdadaanan ko po sa training ko, nung formula course ko, yung fundraising moment ko, na sobrang hirap. Na talagang sabi ko, bakit ganito? Ang sobrang sakit na ng heart ko. Napipersecute ako, nare-reject ako. Ba't ganito yung training? Pero nung naintindahan ko na yung buhay ko po, yung life ko, yung pinagdaanan ko, yung status ng buhay ko. Sabi ko, I feel ashamed to Heavenly Parents kung mag-complain ako. That's why yung complaint po na yan talagang tinanggal ko. I really take out that kind of complaint in my mind, in my heart during that time that I was in the training. Even though I know I'm struggling inside. So, but when I understood, I need to overcome. When I overcome that one, wow, amazing. Now I'm reflecting. Thank you so much sa sarili ko din kasi na-overcome ko po. So that's why when I overcome that one, I cannot even say anything, and I cannot even ask anymore to Heavenly Parents that I have this kind of opportunity to be much and to be blessed. So this time I'm reflecting, me and my wife, starting family, waiting for the second generation to have that we will have. So of course, the another struggle I have now, how I could have my second generation, because I am patiently to wait that I could really make that second generation with my wife. So that is the next level of struggle. So, but for me, since I understood my training, whatsoever problem will come, whatsoever difficulty will come, and I will face, I need to go back to the basic. I need to understand how I really overcome my difficulties before, so that I could really always hold on to Heavenly Parents and true parents. That's why, to the reflection of the Blessed Family, for those have this their difficulty that I hear, and for those who have that kind of reflection, thank you so much po, to really comfort the heart of Heavenly Parents. And no worries po, we are here, the young generation, to really to follow the step of true parents and to follow the step of those blessed family who invest for us as a young generation. Even me, that is, I reflect to myself, if if I will never become public person with my wife, I think the blessing that we receive is useless. That's why until now we are here with my wife, continuing, even though we have a lot of difficulties. But since we promised this one to Heavenly Parents and true parents, and until to the end of our life, we will do our mission. Because the blessing that we receive to Heavenly Parents is not just only for me and for my wife. The blessing that we receive is for our tribe, for our family, and for those people, and especially to Heavenly Parents and true parents, to make them happy. So that's why po, this is the determination that I have now, and reflecting more and more every day, in spite of those challenges. So that's why po, this time I am become example to my sibling. I have my sibling now, two black belt here in our movement, black belt of Tungilmudo. My brother, the next to me, is already much in Albanian also, planning to join the blessing. And the next one, also my sibling also, they are very inspired. So, but of course they have their own difficulties, so they need to overcome. So that's why even me and my wife, we will never even give up to really guide our family, our tribe, and even our brothers and sisters, our members, young members here in NLTP also, and even to our younger brothers and sisters in different centers. And we will really continue that kind of determination. So this is the promise that I will never broke to Heavenly Parents and true parents, how I could really become a responsible uh, child or son to Heavenly Parents and true parents. So I wish also, and we could really do more and reflect more. I wish that one in myself, that I could push more myself po. So thank you so much to our Heavenly Parents and true parents, to our national leader, who really continue to give this kind of guidance to everyone. Actually, every time somebody asks me, Francis, your wife is already uh, pregnant already? Actually, I'm struggling because it look like for me, I want to have second generation, me and my wife, but I'm thinking still we are young, and how about the other brothers and sisters and elders that they start they become separated for 7 years. When they join the blessing, after the blessing, they become far to each other for 3 years, 7 years. But me and my wife, we just started, so 2 years. I think for me, I need to have patiently to wait for this kind of moment. So that's why we are continuing po. So that's why no worries po to our leader. Kami man po na mga naka-join ng blessing, alam ko po na we know that you gusto nyo po na makita na may mga second generation na kami. Totoo po yun. Gustong-gusto po namin magkaroon ng second generation. Kaya po sana, I wish that you could really support us, give us more guidance, and don't stop po, and continue always to inspire us. and to guide us to really become blessed families. So that's why ganun din po kami, ganyan din ang gagawin namin. That's what we will do also to our younger brothers and sisters. We will guide them properly. We will really inspire them properly. So thank you so much po, and God bless to everyone. Have a nice day. Have a nice day po. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much po, Sir Francis Lawrence Velasco. Let's give her again a virtual clap. Thank you po for inspiring words po and becoming a model to the young people po on how to really fulfill the will of heaven, which is the blessing po. Thank you. And I would like also to call our matching supporter working with the BFD, our mother here in the Philippines, Dr. Tita Teresia Kitel po. Thank you po. Welcome po, ma'am.
Good morning to everybody. I'm very inspired by today's message from our national leader sharing True Mother's word about the flower of sacrifice. I feel True Mother is really the example of living a life of sacrifice, and she is the flower of sacrifice. And I'm so grateful for the sharing also of the testimonies, because I feel our Filipino brothers and sisters are really very faithful followers of True Mother and following her example of sacrifice, and also making the marriage blessing very successful and having beautiful second generation. I was inspired also by Mr. Cadano yesterday saying it is very good to raise up second generation in Philippines, easier than in Japan. So I feel you're in very blessed situation, and I wish everybody a good day and bless many heavenly tribal Messiah couples. Thank you.
Thank you, Tita. Thank you po. Let's give her a heart clap po. Thank you, Tita. Thank you so much po. And before we are going to proceed po to our news and announcement, please give me time. I would like to ask the technical to please show us the video, the hard work of IAYSP chapters when it talks about the billion trees planting po. For 5 minutes lang po. Thank you.
Trees aid with the purification of the air we breathe. They trap toxic toxins from their leaves and bark and emit pure oxygen. It also plays a key role in collecting rainwater and reducing the likelihood of natural disasters such as flooding and landslides. Their complex root system serves as filters, filtering contaminants and slowing the diffusion of water into the soil. A single tree can be home to hundreds of species of insects, fungi, moss, mammals, and plants. Without trees, forest creatures would have nowhere to call home.
Last March 10, 2021, the International Association of Youth and Student for Peace, our chapter, started the Billion Trees Project in collaboration with 904th Coast Guard Auxiliary Squadron, Coast Guard Auxiliary District Bicol, headed by Captain Maria Delilah S. Baleza and LGU Castilla. They planted 400 male mangrove saplings at Nasipit River, Castilla, Sorsogon. On the same day, the team also conducted a mangrove planting at Rompiola, Sorsogon City, and planted 400 male mangrove saplings, a total of 800 male mangrove saplings for the day.
The IAYSP Palawan chapter, in partnership mainly with the Interreligious Association for Peace and Development, Palawan, and the SK Federation of Barangay Buenavista, organized a 2-day program entitled 5,000 Mangrove Tree Planting, held on March 13 to 14, 2021 at the coastal area of Barangay Buenavista, Puerto Princesa City, to support and participate in the Billion Tree Project initiated as a global youth project.
The youth and student for Peace Pilipinas Misamis Occidental, together with the city Enro Oroquita City, Save Society, Sangguniang Bayan, PNP Oroquita, several NGOs and various youth organizations has organized a tree planting project called Billion Trees Project with the theme Billion Trees Restoring the Earth. It happened in Sitio Conawanan, Toliyok, Oroquita City, Misamis Occidental last March 20, 2021 at 6 to 11 in the morning. In the span of time, they were able to plant around 2,000 Pulapo indigenous tree seedlings.
IAYSP Region 2 members, in partnership with the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, conducted the billion tree planting by planting 77 different fruit-bearing trees in Del Pilar, Alicia, Isabela on the 19th of June to contribute to the reforestation of the area and support the United Nations SDG 13 to protect our world to the bad impacts of climate change that destroys our environment and health of every living things.
The IAYSP Bohol, in partnership with Province of Bohol, Heavenly Parents Holy Community, Road Collegiate Association for the Research of Principles Bohol, Provincial Youth Development Office, Sangguniang Kabataan of Bohol, 47th Infantry, Katapatan Battalion, Roll Tongil Mudo Federation Bohol, and Bohol Environment Management Office organized Provincial Arbor Day. There were 32 volunteers from different organizations joined forces to plant 250 saplings of various kinds of trees in Biking the West Bohol.
Welcome to the Kalikasan Billion Trees Project!
In general, no, I hope I was able to acknowledge you earlier, individually and as a group. So to all of you, thank you for coming over. We thank the Lord for today. Today is a very special day, a momentous and historic day. Napakahalaga ng araw na ito, aside from each being the Arbor Day celebration.
IAYSP Region 1, in partnership with the DNR Region 1, Ilang Ilang Foundation, Municipality of Manatarem, LGUs, NGOs, civic organizations, organized a billion tree planting and growing project last June 25, 2021 to commemorate the Arbor Day. This event was able to plant 1,000 Ilang Ilang trees and was participated with 200 volunteers from different organizations.
Thank you po. There you have it. Let's give a hand to our IAYSP chapters officer po and members. Thank you. So, okay na po. maraming salamat po. So, now moving on for our for the updates po from March to August po, we total planted seedlings po 12,117 po. For the information of everyone po. So kindly visit our Facebook page for more information po, or for those people who wanted to donate or to help for the billion trees planting po. Thank you. And now for the news and announcement, I would like to call the Atieb for the news and announcement po.
Thank you, Mark. Good morning to all our leaders, brothers, and sisters for our news and announcement. Today is the last day for the special donation for the event celebrating the 9th anniversary of the Holy Ascension of San Myang Moon, the true parent of heaven, earth, and humankind. You may send your precious donation to the following bank account. These are the list of those who have already given their donation. And UPF Asia Pacific is inviting everyone to the Asia Pacific Leadership Conference on September 11 to October 2. We would like also to encourage all our leaders, our blessed families to invite your VIPs. This is a good opportunity to educate and inform our leaders about UPF. For more information, please contact Ms. Chosun Guy or email us at upfpeels.pr@gmail.com. And this coming September 11, 2021, we will have the 11th Asia Pacific Yojong Chonbo Great Works Chonbo Asia Pacific Special Online Event. To register, please email us at ajcbfields@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page, HJ Chonbo Fields. And from HTM Asia Pacific is inviting all blessed families or Chonbo couples to the Chonbo Leaders School with Professor Kiel. The second class schedule will be on September 4, 2021, 8 p.m. Manila time via Zoom. All confirmed participants are encouraged to review ahead the video materials to be used during the class and kindly submit your names with your centers to Ms. Rose Tormes. For inquiries, please contact Ms. Crystal Parasan through her messenger. Next, the fifth 12-day special Philippines Yojong Leadership Training Program will start today until September 11, every 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So for more information, please contact Ms. Mary Rose Tormes or Ms. Jennifer Quasito. And from National Education Department, we'll have the 21-day Serious Divine Principle Virtual Seminar starting on September 1 to 21, every 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. For registration, please contact Ms. Marvic Advincola. And also a 7-day Series Divine Principle Virtual Seminar, Batch 3, will start on September 1 to 7, every 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Please contact Ms. Marvic Advincola for more information. And also the Asia Pacific Blessed Family Department is inviting all blessed parents and matching supporters to the 4th Asia Pacific Parent Matching Convocation on September 18 and 19, 2021. There will be a registration fee of 780 and the registration deadline will be on September 10, 2021. For more information, please contact your local BFD coordinators. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ate Eb. So for the closing prayer po, may I request our IAYSB President, Sir Rene Lansaran po.
Thank you. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, our national leader. Please join me in prayer. Sarangasinon hanen pomnim, chunjin champomnim. Kamsahamnida saramida. Our loving Holy Parents, thank you so much for this beautiful day, for giving us the gift of life and the amazing guidance through our morning devotion. And we are empowered and inspired with your words, Holy Parents, especially the value and the significance of the blessings, that through this we could be able to have true love, life, and lineage, Holy Parents, that this is the best blessings and the opportunity that we receive as a human being, Holy Parents, and we could have the opportunity to change our blood lineage, Holy Parents. And we hope and pray that we could be able to expand this and share this to our brothers and sisters. And we hope and pray that especially our young people could really understand more the value, and they will really become more responsible, and they will take ownerships, especially the heart and the desire of our beloved parents to establish one family under God. Thank you once again, Holy Parents. Please accept all our prayers, our determinations, that day by day we want to align our hearts to you, and we want to offer our nation to you, Holy Parents, and bring victory and glory for Vision 2027. Thank you once again for the precious words on the sacrifices and the hard works of our leaders, elders, brothers and sisters. Please accept all of them, Father, and we hope that we can be able to inherit your true love day by day. This I would like to offer and report this in our name, Rene and Lorna Nasanga. Bless Central Family, this I pray. Adieu. Adieu.
Let us offer our individual prayer. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Our leaders, John Bocopos, brothers and sisters, let us offer our morning greetings. Good morning, God, true parents. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for participating our morning devotion today. So kindly open your cameras and audio to greet each other. Thank you. Please take care.
Hello, good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu.
Thank you so much.
Good
Kamsahamnida.
morning.
Saranghamnida.
And
Thank you so
to our
much,
beloved
Brother
national
Mark.
leader, good morning po from
Thank you
NLTP.
to
Good
our
morning
national
po.
Hello,
leader.
Kuya Alan.
Thank you, IAYSP, for hosting our morning
Tita
Bye.
devotion.
Kettle.
See you again
Good morning
tomorrow.
po. Thank
Good
you
morning,
po.
everyone.
Have a blessed day.
Everyone. Good morning, everybody.